नमस्ते शरण्ये शिवे सानुकम्पे नमस्ते जगद्व्यापिके विश्वरूपे।
During 1960s strike, particularly I should mention that Mohandas, along with other members of the federation, they were having a negotiation at Bombay, Central Office Bombay, from where Mohandas and we were anxiously waiting what would be the result of the negotiation, and that was the 4th March. So far I can remember, it was 1964 March. That very day, although I was working at Park Street branch, but because of this affair and as I was taking part in various matters of the organization, only as the secretary of State Bank of India Park Street branch, at that time only 8 branches were there at Calcutta, no other such number of branches were there. Naturally in that place, what has happened that we were actually waiting at the then Calcutta head office, particularly called it that at the ground floor there was a department named Share Transfer Department, where Aparis Majumdar, he happened to be one of the best lieutenants of Mohandas Majumdar, and he was General Secretary also for some time thereafter, and we were there present, and Mohandas was holding talks with management at Bombay, and very early in the morning we were at that place. We were awaiting what is the outcome of the meeting, but Mohandas talked, he stated that negotiation has failed, and therefore the Bombay people, at that time the General Secretary, the Secretary of the Federation was Charles Kutto from Bombay. He was the General Secretary of Bombay Union, and Mohandas said the negotiation has failed, and therefore it has been decided by Bombay people as also by us that the moment the negotiation will fail, we shall also take a decision, and Bombay people are going on strike immediately. What would you do? Aparis Majumdar being the spokesman of Calcutta, Aparis Majumdar replied that we are also going to strike immediately, and we are making the entire strike a successful one at Calcutta immediately from this day onwards. If I say it correctly, as many others have called join of the bank employees movement, but if I say it correctly, that Mohandas was almost God to us.
Mohandas was negotiating with the management for several demands, including one important demand of introduction of bilateralism. The management wanted the federation to scale down the demand, and they said that it is not possible to meet the demand. In other words, we are given to understand by Mohandas at that time that management in fact otherwise wanted the federation should withdraw the charter of demand. So it was a clear indication that management is not at all interested to solve the problem. So strike decision was taken by Mohandas Majumdar, Charles Kutto, and other leaders all over India. And lightning call came to Calcutta, received by Aparis Majumdar, that we have no other option now to go for strike. We went on strike at 1 p.m. We left our desk and came down to the old canteen where Ajit Rai Mukherjee Bharat law, the president of the Bengal Circle Association then gave a eloquent speech that we are 100% we are going for strike, 100% will come back to after strike. This is the position, and that strike was a successful strike.
In the year 1961, the first working president of the organization was Comrade Mohanlal Majumdar, after his illustrious predecessors, who were not employees of the bank. It was remarkable that except Mohanlal Majumdar, no other name came in the minds of all members. At that time, Mohandas was always busy to strengthen the base of the association and toured throughout the country for the unity of the members. The greatest credit of Mohanlal Majumdar as a mark of his trade union life was the upholding of the unity of the association. In the year 1969, a responsibility he performed with the assistance of Sri Uma Shankar Chatterjee, a trade union worker, Sri Mrinal Kanti Boshu, a renowned journalist, and many others. Mohandas had the intuition to understand about the need of the hour, with an open mind in giving the leadership to the association. He felt the necessity to stand beside the oppressed bank employees, always. His relentless effort in continuing the agitation for the betterment of the service conditions of the bank employees resulted in the nationalization of the State Bank of India. In the year 1970, he continued to be busy with his sick son, who was finally admitted to the SSKM hospital, but died in the end. The news of the death of his son had made him more thoughtful about his wife, to whom her son was an all-time companion and none else. Today, Mohandas is adored by the staff members of the State Bank of India throughout the country. The only consolation of his wife, Srimati Ranu Majumdar, is that the love that binds human beings is permanent, and the people who loved Mohandas. This makes Mohandas established in the minds of the people.
एकता और अनुशासन न रहे तो वो बुनियाद है तो उसके कुछ दूसरा ऊपर भी नहीं बनता.
The years from 1975 to 1977 marked the period of emergency. It was a tough period as the Federation was about to disintegrate.
जो उनका दोष नहीं है, दोष इतिहास का है.
জরুরি অবস্থার সময় ফেডারেশন কি অবস্থায় ছিল মনে পড়ে শঙ্কর?
কেন মনে পড়বে না? তখন তো আমাদের অবস্থা খুবই খারাপ, চারিদিক থেকে বিশৃঙ্খলা।
दोष इतिहास का.
চার্লস কুটো
दोष है हम
60 সালের স্ট্রাইকের
दोष है
উদ্যোক্তা
समाज का जिसने ऊंच
The branch organizations of the Federation had tied themselves with INTUC. The situation improved as days passed by. The many who were and still holding important portfolios of the Federation had labored themselves for the prosperity. Today, we can proudly declare that there exists no bigger staff organization which is free from the influence of politics, yet united in a unique manner. The man who was always behind and who had spent his life without thinking of any personal profits or losses, with long periods of hardships and humiliation, with devoted trade union zeal, was none other than Mohanlal Majumdar.